Yes, so Vipul bhai, can we start?
Yeah, we can start. I'm ready for my no issue.
Yes. So good evening, everyone. We welcome you all for this session by CA Vipul Somaya. He is our very own past president. Uh, I had a discussion with him for the past 2 weeks. Like, how do you handle your office documentation and such other things? So people are typing no voice, so I'm audible, right? Uh, can you hear
Yes,
me?
Ujjwal bhai. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes, correct. So I had opportunity to discuss with Vipul bhai. He has been in practice from so many years, handling his office and audit documentation very well. The main criteria which he applies is he uses technology, which in today's world is very useful to everyone. It reduces, the number of man hours which are required by a person. So in this way, he has readily agreed to share his techniques and knowledge with us. With these very few words, I would like to thank Vipul bhai again and would like to hand over to Rupalvin for a formal introduction to the speaker.
Thank you, Ujjwal bhai. Good evening, everybody, and we heartily welcome CA Vipul Somaya ji. He is our respected and loved past president. In his 21 years of practice, he has successfully taken over two firms, and his area of expertise include internal audit, GST, and project finance. So, of course, when you are working in internal audit, we can very much gain from all the techniques that he is applying at internal audit. So that is what we wait for hearing today. He is also an All India 49th ranker in CA exams, and he has done various consultancy courses with BCAS and also provided training to income tax and BMC officers. Vipul bhai, very good evening, and we request you to please start with the session.
Very good evening. Very good evening to all of you once again. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, I think. Okay. Uh, First of all, I will brief about how the session will go on. So first session will be about audit documentation. In case of audit documentation, uh, first part will be, we will talk little bit about theoretical part of documentation. There will not be much weightage on theory. I presume all of us, all of you are actually expert on audit documentation. I am as good as all of you on this knowledge. I have tried to demonstrate through this presentation how it can be applied through technology, how documentation can be managed through Microsoft tools. That will be the focus of entire session. The second part of the session is regarding best practices which can be managed again through Microsoft tools. How Microsoft tools can be of our help, how it can be optimally used, effectively used in our offices, so that it can help us for best of decision making and quick in implementation of our work also. Audit, even chat is also there, or chat is also disabled, Ujjwal bhai?
Chat is enabled, I think.
Chat is enabled. I am not getting that chat panel. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm getting now. Yeah. Is my screen visible? If any one of you can keep the video on, I think it will be better for me to understand whether I'm able to deliver the things or not. Huh?
Yes, yes. My
Correct. Yeah.
video
At
is
least
on.
few of you, if you, yeah, please. Mic, you may keep off, but at least video, if
Correct.
it is on, I can understand whether things are going smoothly or not.
No problem. We can see
Okay.
your screen.
Yeah, you can see my screen, correct?
Yes.
I have a question for all of you. Since it is online, I may have to answer myself. What is our core competence? Since we all are either chartered accountants or tax professionals, so what is our core competence area?
Audit.
Audit, yeah. Then taxation also. So auditing is there, income tax is there, even GST is also there, correct? So why it is our core competence? Because we have learned these in our curriculum since the day one. So we are expert in implementing accounting standards. We are expert in reviewing auditing standards, implementing auditing standards also. In interpretation also, statute provisions, income tax, GST, we are very much expert on that. Correct? Since day one, we are doing this, since the day we have become a professional or we are into practice. Correct? I think some voice is coming. Yeah. So since day one, we are into practice, we are able to implement all these things very smoothly. But at the same time, we are facing a lot of challenges when we want to scale it up. Why we are facing challenges, or why we have been able to do this properly? Because we have been trained to do that since day one. But when it...
Excuse me, someone's mic is unmuted.
Okay.
Sorry, Vipul bhai, please.
Okay. So, shall we continue? Yeah. When it comes to documentation part, that our accounting standards makes it mandatory. We all know our auditing standards make it mandatory to preserve the documents. We have SA 230 with us, which says that we need to maintain the documentation. We need to maintain the permanent file and every year separate file within 60 days of completion of the audit. Let me tell you, we all are from the background of small and medium practitioners. We don't have that bandwidth. Once you sign your audit report, you can go through even that file, or even you have that bandwidth to prepare the documentation of the audit which is already completed. Let us be very true to this, so that that was a problem. How to preserve the documentation or how to maintain the documentation which needs to be kept with us for 7 years after the audit is completed, correct? So SA 230 says so. This is a mandatory requirement, but SMEs or SMPs are facing this challenge to preserve this documentation. Do we know?
Vipul bhai, sorry to interrupt, but are you sharing any slides? Because we can just see the
this is
first
only,
screen.
as of moment, this is only first slide. As of moment,
Yes,
this is
okay,
only
done,
first
done.
slide.
Yes.
Okay. See, we all will agree that if we come to income tax returns, or if we come to GST returns, within a very short span of time, we file income tax returns, maybe within a month or 2 months, 400, 500, even 1000 returns, many chartered accountants are able to file. GST returns within 3 days, 4 days, hundreds of returns are filed by your team. Am I right? Correct. So why it is happening? Because there is a standard form available for filing these returns. Okay, GST, yes, standard form is there. Form 3B is there, or GSTR1 is there, or income tax also standard return is available, which, and again in the process, what you do when you ask for the data from the client, you prepare your standard report and standard format and share to your client. Tell your client कि भाई मुझे ये format में आपको data देना है, and then you process it. So standardization is the key for that. Let us go through the presentation simultaneously. Yeah. See, SA 230, looking at the spirit of the law, how the things are going further and the way the practice is getting developed. Now the scenario is work not documented is work not done. I hope all of you will agree with this. If we don't document it, if you cannot produce the evidence of it, then yes, if it can be said that audit is not done. That's the criteria, that's the era which we are moving on. That's the era in which we are now living on. So what to document and what not to document, and what to document and how to document rather. SA 230 clearly says that three things you need to document. One is audit procedures, which is you are applying while auditing, audit evidence which you have obtained, which you have gathered during auditing, and audit conclusions achieved. These are the three things one needs to make sure that these are the three things available in your working paper. If your working paper comprises of all these three eras, three things: audit procedures applied, audit evidence obtained, and audit conclusions reached, supporting relating to this, if it is available, yes, then you are through with your working paper, you are through with your audit documentation also. At the same time, simultaneously, we are also supposed to record who has performed the work, date of starting work, date of completion of work, who reviewed the work performed, who has reviewed the work, who is a senior on that, and date and extent of such review. All such criteria are required to be maintained in your audit documentation, in your working papers. If we look at the complexities involved, that total around 35 standards on auditing, which we are applying while auditing our clients' books. Around 29 accounting standards are there. ICD is around 8. Schedule 3 is there. Companies Act provisions, Income Tax Act provisions, GST provisions, other MSME and other small acts provisions. So many things which you need to apply. And with due respect, yes, as a chartered accountant and as a tax professional, you can keep a watch on these. And as a professional, although it is becoming difficult every day by day, but at the same time, yes, a lot of controls, individual controls are there when it comes to auditing by SMPs, small and medium practitioners, correct? But when it comes to delegation, what about your team member who is actually going and auditing, who is actually applying these standards, whether he is aware of all these things or not, whether he is capable of keeping the track of changes in all these or not? Very difficult to say. It is, and hence because of this, we are unable to delegate. Because we are unable to delegate, we are unable to scale it up also. Our practice is also not getting scaled up, since because delegation is very difficult at the same time. Unless and until the subordinate is also chartered accountant and equally capable, or a professional and equally capable, then it makes little easy. But otherwise, delegation to a junior member without briefing him is very difficult, correct? I will show you a tool whereby your first day article, first day article can perform the audit with equivalent quality. How? Let us go through that. what is needed is standardization, because for delegation, standardization is necessary. Why you are able to file so many GST returns, 100, 200, 300, 500 returns in 3-4 days only? Because standardization is practiced in that. By default, you have practiced because GST form is available in a standard form. At the same time, you gather the data from your various clients in the standard form. So delegation has become possible and you can scale it up. You can file more number of returns. Even in income tax also, we are expert in filing the returns within very short time and with a lot of accuracy. Why? Because income tax softwares, lot of softwares are available which help us to standardize the things big way. At the same time, the forms are also freezed and forms are available in the standard form, we know. And because of all these, delegation has become possible. And since delegation has become possible, number of returns can be filed, more number of returns can be filed. Let us check how it comes to, when it comes to auditing, what happens? Okay, our institute has prescribed accounting standards, auditing standards also. But at the same time, when it came to documentation standard, institute has left it the form of documentation at the discretion of a chartered accountant. No doubt, lot of formats they have shared through annexures, but the form is decided or left at the discretion of chartered accountant, depending on the complexities of the audit involved. Correct? So that is the scenario today. And when it has been left at the discretion of a chartered accountant, the format, the chartered small and medium practitioners fail to standardize it. And because of this, we are facing a lot of challenges. The purpose is that with these tools, we should be able to standardize our documentation, number one. We should be able to achieve excellence in auditing. There should not be any compromise in quality of auditing. It should increase my efficiency in auditing. Trail of auditing performed needs to be maintained through this documentation. It should serve as a proof for peer review. It should act as a guidance and training material to my subordinates. Standardization and delegation should have been possible. If this purpose is achieved, then these tools are on a green zone for the for usability of the same. Let us go through the tools. Yeah. We can, the screen is changed now. Can we see this? Malad Chamber of Tax Consultants, correct? See, this is an intranet we have worked upon. We are working upon intranet within our office. So for each client, there is a particular website is available. The data, the way you store in your folder, the data is stored on the website of each client. I will take you through documentation presentation also. Yeah. This is a tool known as OneNote. We all are aware of Excel, correct? But Excel has its own limitations. Excel cannot help you to standardize the things beyond certain limits, because it is very difficult to maintain the track how the who has made the changes or where the things are getting saved. Let me tell you, if your subordinate has performed any task or developed any system into Excel, 1 year down the line, 2 years down the line, your team member leaves the organization. What happens? Only 40 to 60% of that knowledge is transferred to the other team members. The rest of the knowledge he takes away with him. So there has to be certain system that so that entire knowledge should be transferred to the other subordinates. How it can be done? So I have used here two tools simultaneously. Both tools are of Microsoft tools only. OneNote is one of the tool. It is available freely if you are purchasing new laptop with Windows 10. So Windows 10 license version आप लोगे तो उसमें by default OneNote is installed. So that is one of the tool. Along with this, I have used Excel also. Any questions so far? In chat. Okay, no questions so far, correct? See, OneNote is a Microsoft tool. Again, if you purchase just a basic license of Microsoft, which will cost minimal, I'm telling you, it will not cost you one-time visit to your hotel also. That even that much it will not cost you. So it will cost you minimal. And along with this, bunch of tools are available. Which are the tools? See, these are the tools. Outlook, OneDrive, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, SharePoint, Teams, Power Automate, Yammer, to-do list, calendar. A lot of forms are also there like Google Forms. So these are the tools which are generally available with the basic license, lowest level license also. These online tools are available. From these tools, Excel we are already using good way. So Excel we are going to continue for the usage of this. Along with this Excel, I have made use of OneNote. This. So how it comes? When it comes to OneNote, what we have done here, we have created sections. These are the sections in OneNote. Or contains preliminary, liabilities, assets, income, expense. That this left screen are known as sections. In the contents, there is a page known as table of contents. In preliminary, there is a page. In preliminary, there is a subsection, and in that subsection, there are 2 pages. In the liability side also, there are subsections. In the subsections, there are various pages. Correct? Getting? So we have bifurcated all the heads of the balance sheet into various sections. We have bifurcated all the heads of the balance sheet. Say share liabilities, share capital, reserve surplus, borrowings. These are my liability sides. In asset side, loans and advances, property, plant and equipments, investments, loans and advances, other non-current assets, inventory, trade receivables, cash balance, bank balance. Correct? These are my asset side. Same way in income side, revenue is there, other income is there. Then on expense side also, purchase, audit fees, finance cost, power, fuel, rent, all these different heads of expenses. Correct? Then notes to accounts, and then cash flow statements. This way. So these all are sections, and under these sections, these are the pages. Knowledge bank, document requirements, and all that are the pages. So how the system works, that we go to contents, say preliminary. When you start the audit, you want your team member to understand what is the scope of audit. So whether CARO is applicable or not, whether tax audit is applicable or not, whether cash flow statement is applicable or not, or even whether IFCS is applicable or not. So now presuming you are having a most junior staff, first year article now who is coming after clearing inter-CA. So first year article having basic knowledge, but he doesn't know how to apply or where to read. Correct? So in that scenario, we have developed here ki basic information is available here. Caro, whether it is applicable or not. So if he wants to understand, when he starts the audit, he will go through applicability of Caro. The knowledge bank page is already available there, wherein he can read whether Caro is applicable and when it is applicable. So he can read it that Caro is applicable to all companies, including foreign companies, branch of a company, or even license office is there. Then also Caro is applicable. Not applicable to banking, insurance company, Section 8 company, small companies, when it is applicable, when it is a small company, when it is not applicable to private limited companies, and all that things, entire theory which we have tried to project in a flowchart, simple flowchart manner. If he wants to go in depth in this, he wants to understand the knowledge of it, or go to the guidance note, entire link is available here. You will just click here, guidance note will open. Correct? I hope my guidance note page also displayed over there, right?
Yes, displayed.
Yeah. Okay.
Vipul, before you proceed further, just a question. This OneNote, this all template you have created, or
see, OneNote is like a Word file.
Okay.
In this template I have created.
Okay, so this is your proprietary, right?
Yeah, this is a proprietary, not a proprietary. There is no trademark, no proprietary. But what I have tried to,
you have created yourself.
Yes. Our team has created. We have worked on it to make it simplified, so that anyone can understand easily. And if he wants to understand, read the law or read the guidance note, that link is also available simultaneously over here. Now let us check how it works. Say he has gone through the theory part. Paid up share capital less than 4 crores hai, then it is become a small company, and turnover less than 40 crores hai, it falls in the criteria of small company. Caro is not applicable. And in case of other way around, if it is a paid up capital and reserves less than equal to 1 crores hai, borrowings less than equal to 1 crore and revenue less than 10 crores hai, then also Caro not applicable. He wants to apply it. Lot of rules are changing continuously. What we have tried to do, again, the next page, he will go to verification steps to verify whether Caro is applicable or not. What he have done, a table is available for him. Audit type, Caro applicable or not, that is a question, not nature of document. Fill what he has to do, fill the figures in Excel file. Simply he has to fill the figure in Excel file. We have given him here standard link. What is this standard link? What he will do? He will just click on this standard link. So Excel file is open now. By clicking on this standard link, a template is opened. He will download, simply go to save and download this template. वो download करने के बाद, he will fill up only these white cells. He will not be able to go other cells to other cells. If he is not authorized to do that, cells are locked. He just have to fill up the white cells. I will just try to. Just 1 minute. Whether how it is visible or not. Okay, now it is visible proper. He just have to fill up these white cells. Say here we have given a criteria for small company. If paid up capital is threshold limit is 4 crore, total revenue threshold limit is 40 crores. He say ski total limit is say 4 crore 1. Automatically it is happening that company is no more a small company, correct? And automatically it will say Caro is applicable. If I say that it is 4 crore, it remains Caro is not applicable. Same way here also I say 10 crore. In case of, if it is, say here 1 crore only, instead of 4 crore, better I say 1 crore. But my revenue target of 10 crore is exceeding over here. It becomes 10 crore, say 50 only. Still Caro is not applicable. Why? Because it fits into the criteria of small company. Correct? Because paid up capital is less than 4 crore and total revenue is less than 40 crores. So he just have to fill up these white cells. Once he fill up these cells, the Excel will give him the solution whether Caro is applicable or not. Same way, conditions applicable for cash flow statements. Same way for ICFR. What are the threshold limits? Say as per the circular, latest circular, maximum borrowing is 25 crores, total revenue is 50 crores. Moment you fill up the figure in the above white cells, figure will reflect here and accordingly decision will be given to him. Same way for tax audit also, these white cells needs to be filled. Once he fills these white cells, regarding all the conditions we have put here, I'm not going through the conditions because the purpose is to demonstrate the tools, not the provisions. As such. So once you fill up these,
Vipul, these figures which you have put, so whenever the limit is changed, so it will be changed, right? So
yes. That within the firm we need to do. So that again we need to revise these templates. See, this is a template. He is not going to make any changes in this template. We are going to disallow all the rights. He cannot make any changes in the template. He has to download the template. What happens? We are saving this template on our intranet. On our intranet, the site where this template is saved, he cannot make any changes. Correct? He has to download the template. Once he downloads the template, then he has to upload the template. He has to just, wherever he upload the templates on a respective site of a client, once he upload there, he will copy paste the link over here. File link के बाजू जहाँ file link का option दिया हुआ है, वहाँ पर वो link दे देगा. So automatically, I am available with the data of the client on that filing. This can be saved within your computer also. No need के भाई आपको online ही जाना है, सारा documentation intranet पे ही करना है. If you want to say कि I want to go with the traditional system, wherein I can save my folder system, उसमें ही मुझे save करना. I don't want to move to intranet or online versions everywhere. Fine enough, but this tool is wonderful when it comes to audit documentation. So that standard document is standard template is available. Before that, knowledge bank is available to him. If he wants to go through that Caro applicability, go through the flowchart, wants to go through details, go to the guidance note. Audit financial IFCS, if he wants to verify what is the limit, we have given in the tabular format here. If he wants to go through the notifications, respective notifications link is already given to them. Just click the link, automatically notification will open. Yeah, this notification, MCA notification is opened automatically. Then again, cash flow, AS3 applicability, just click the link, AS3 will open. If you want to have a summary view, it's already described over here. Tax audit, again, tabular form we have used for all the conditions, easy to understand, easy to implement, and simultaneously if he wants to understand the law, or even that link is also given over here. So for detailed knowledge, one can click the link, aapke paas time hai. If he is not aware of the things, he can go through the cursory view of tabular form and understand, try to understand. Go to the verification step, standard template is available. Fill the figures in the standard template, upload the file and paste the link over. Your audit documentation is ready permanently. For next 7 years is not going to go anywhere, because from that side one will not be able to delete also as such without having admin rights. Same way, let us go to appointment page. Say it's a statutory audit is there, letter of appointment is mandatory to keep. A letter of appointment hai ya nahi, अगर नहीं है, go to the standard link, letter of appointment, format is ready. Just fill up the figures, replace the red marks, fill up the blanks, and your appointment and all the things are ready. Appointment letter is ready. Regarding tax audit also, standard link is available. DSC, when one is using, many a times DSC authorization letter is missing. Just have a open the standard link, download the template, fill up the figures and fill up करके आपको वो link यहाँ paste कर लेना, खत्म बेटा. So this entire file will be ready with the documentation and with all the relevant records. Copy of resolutions आपको लेना है. So whatever you are supposed to do for each step are defined in the notebook, in the OneNote. How to do are defined in the verification steps through Excel templates and all that. Suppose verification steps, NOC लेना है previous auditor का, whether it is there or not. If it is not there, don't start the audit. Go and obtain the NOC. How to obtain? Format is available. Make the format ready, and it is already available. File link आप paste कर दीजिए. Go further. Want to start with opening balance verification? Standard link template is there. ये template में आपको trial balance आपका insert करना है. Ready format is there. Again, standard format is available. Group under, he will just define in financial statement under which group is there. Identify the difference, client remarks, and all that things will be available. So this is about preliminary part. Then going to liabilities. Say share capital. From here, okay, so far, before going to liabilities, any questions so far on the tool or anything? So yeah, few questions are there in the chat box. I will read that. See, these templates are prepared in Excel. In Excel, certain formulas are given and this template is prepared. Pure Excel use is there, nothing beyond that. Even I can share that template, a few of the sample templates I can share, no issues with that. At the same time, the main tool is this OneNote. OneNote is available the way Excel is available. Same way OneNote is also available freely or with minimal cost. And with the combination of these two tools, we are able to make our audit very efficient and very proficient. How to link the notification? Simply आपको जो एड्रेस बार में जो लिंक दिख रहा है, what is the site address that you just copy paste it and copy paste as a link there. That option is already available in OneNote. Okay, let us take it further. Yeah. Now, after preliminary, there are another 5 sections. In all the sections, 5 to 6 sections, liabilities, one is share capital, then reserves and surplus. I will go through only few of the sections so that a tool can be understood a good way. Say share capital. Now, after these, all the sections are having these 10 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From knowledge bank to MRL. Share capital में क्या audit करना है, उसे जानना है बंदे को. तो what he will do? He will go to knowledge bank. सबसे पहला तो is there any changes in the share capital or not? तो अगर further issue of share capital है, उसका theory जानना है. Section 42 is available for him. Section 62 further issue of capital again available for him. Link is already pasted over here. So you can just simply click the link, go to the website, read the entire section, update your knowledge and start the audit. What is the documents you need? What are the documents you need from the client? See, this may or may not be the exhaustive. This is not an exhaustive list. Over a period of time, certain forms are changing or everything is, you can update it as and when the things changes. Correct? So this is a document, standard document requirement list, which we have tried. Obtain the list of changes made during in the share capital during the year. Document the details of share transfer if any. Review the shareholders agreement. ROC के जो form file किए PS3, PS6, SH4. Obtain the copies of that. Extract from MCA website. Obtain the extract of the website. Just click here. You will get a link to MCA website. Fill up the details. Take the page of the MCA website showing authorized capital, paid up capital. Take the extract, convert into PDF, put it into file link here. Simple. File link में डाल दिया. Then that data is audit is over if it is verified and all that things. Again, what other documents required? Obtain the list of shareholders holding more than 5% shares. So from basic vouching till the filing of Caro report to income tax return filing, entire chain, whatever documents are required, we have tried to capture over here. So that otherwise what happens when you start filling your Caro report, अरे इसमें ये additional requirement है which we have not done. So again you need to ask for the data and ask for the information. When you file your when you sit for filing income tax return, again some additional details are required. So all the information, whatever is required, we have tried to gather accumulate it in this documents requirement page. Obtain the list of promoters, shareholding pattern, SFT1 is if applicable, copy uska lena hai. Obtain the copy of valuation report. So entire thing. See, these are the 11 steps only in share capital. All the documents are required. I am sure if this is not documented properly, the steps are not followed, one or two steps, even a chartered accountant is there, are very high chances to forget or to omit. With this system, it is not possible to omit. At least one can have a list and ready with him. The beauty of it is that all the documents from normal routine vouching to till the time of filing returns, all the documents are gathered in one go can be gathered by junior most article. Entire audit can be divided into different sections. एक बंदे को बोल सकते हैं भाई तू जाके शेयर कैपिटल का ऑडिट कर रहा है, आपको लोन्स बोरोइंग्स का ऑडिट करना है, आपको लोन्स एंड एडवांसेस का ऑडिट करना है, आपको रेवेन्यू का ऑडिट करना है. 3 या 4 बंदे को दे दिया, अलग अलग सेक्शंस दे दिया. He will go through the knowledge bank. He will go through verification steps. He will go through. I will take you to verification step also now. What he is supposed to do? Ensure their authorized capital ROC record the match hai ya nahi hai. And if that is all is there, file link. If standard link is not applicable, then one can write here NA or it is blank. Then policies or notes to accounts. What are the standard notes available for share capital? That is also available in the standard notes. What is there? We have taken extract from Reliance financial statements, Reliance annual report. We have taken extract from even Infosys also. Annual report of even yeah, and that report, that link is also there from where these things are taken up. So such sample comments or sample notes are also readily available to him. He can see what is the scenario applicable to him and accordingly maintain its note into notes to accounts and put it into the file link. Is there any AS specific accounting standards require specific disclosures? Then about that also. Just 1 minute. I think why it is going slow. Yeah. AS not applicable. Schedule 3. जो बंदा आपका रूटीन ऑडिट कर रहा है, he will prepare schedule 3 balance sheet regarding share capital. what is required as per schedule 3 is given in the theory form over here, correct? It is given in theory form. Along with this, standard link is given. You just have to fill up this. Now this file runs through entire chain for share capital. A is disclosure, nothing is there. Schedule 3 disclosure, yes, fill up this. The guy who is doing routine audit will fill up this data. So this is the schedule 3 format already given to him, and one can complete this. Then Caro disclosure about schedule 3. Yes, when you file up the Caro disclosure about share capital, there is 2 specific points are there regarding share capital, that when it is raised, whether it is utilized for the purpose for which it has been raised or not. So utilization you need to verify, and if any adverse reporting is there, then this is the format in which he is supposed to report. Same way, if the money has been raised through preferential allotment, this is the format in which information is required to be reported. If we don't give this, if we don't equip the guy with all such information, then he will come by doing half audit, and while filing Caro, again you need to visit the client, or again you need to obtain the details from the client. Or a lot of extra efforts goes into that at the senior level. Now this can be done at the junior most level also. Regarding tax audit also, share issues, if the shares are issued, these are the requirement, SFD information you need to take. Yeah, Haji.
Your some voice is echoing. Maybe you have logged in from 2 places.
No, it's a single log is there.
Okay.
I'm not getting echo voice. I am getting proper voice from people.
Okay.
Okay. Any other comment? Every others are also getting proper voice. I presume the silence that yes, it is working fine. Same way, tax audit disclosure, same way in ITR, what is required for share capital, what disclosures are required. So, and at the same time, audit trail is also available. Who has worked, what is the objective of working capital regarding share capital, working paper prepared by date of starting work, date of completion of work, working paper reviewed by date of review, and any remark if any. So this completes my share capital part. Now I will take you through, say, another area, say trade payable. In share capital also, along with after ITR disclosure, MRL is also there. See, if we look at this AS disclosure, Schedule 3 disclosure, Caro disclosure, one single file runs through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. 5 pages, only one single file runs through. Oh, it is very slow. I will make my okay. Schedule 3 disclosures, then Caro disclosures. Also, see, this is the file, the same file which was there for Schedule 3 disclosure, the same file for Caro disclosure, for entire share capital, one single file. So this is the file relating to share capital. What Caro says, what tax audit says, what ITR says, and here it is your audit trail. Correct? So no need to go through tax audit. We have already covered. No need to go to MRL. Standard MRL, only on share capital. There are so many points on share capital to be taken under MRL. If this format is not available, we may omit or we may skip this MRL part. Same way, say, let us go through borrowings. In borrowings also, whatever is the statute provisions, here just sample it has been put. Otherwise, whatever is the statute provisions can be incorporated in Knowledge Bank. Then documents requirement, yes, obtain the copies of agreement, obtain balance confirmation letter. If any bank accounts have been closed, obtain the nil statement from the bank, nil closing certificate from the bank. Review the ROC documents for creation of charge. How to review, their link is given. Review the board minutes for closing of bank account. Make sure charge is released. Copy of DPT3 filed with ROC. Entire standard links, as well as whenever you obtain the data, put it into the file link column, paste it. As a chartered accountant, what is my role? Whether the junior has prepared all the file link properly pasted or not, and whether that is updated or not. Just by go through step by step all the file links, I can understand what is the audit quality, how the documentation, and how he has performed the audit. So that one can easily judge through this file. Same way, verification steps, review the principal and interest repayment with the agreement, document the reporting points, assess the applicability of section 301. If you want, we can document it under the Knowledge Bank for easy reference. Document the disclosure to be made in financials as per Schedule 3. Same way in AS disclosures, if any Schedule 3 disclosures, long-term borrowings, short-term borrowings separately disclosed. All these, and again, this is the Excel file purely relating to borrowings. What the AS disclosure says, what the Schedule 3 disclosure says, okay, this is the format of Schedule 3, correct? Then what Caro disclosure says about borrowings, whether company has defaulted in repayment of loans or borrowings, then whether the company is declared willful defaulter by bank or financial institution or other lender. Then what 3CDs talks about 269 SS and all that format, relevant format, and ITR disclosure. These are the requirement of income tax return also. So all this is getting captured by a article who is doing audit of borrowings from beginning to the end. Everyone understood the tool, how it is working? Any comments on this? These templates we have to create. This is a simple link. It's copy pasted link. Excel link is nothing beyond that. Once we start using, actually you start using OneNote, it becomes very easy. It is much easier than Word. Same way, I will take you now to one or more sections so that it becomes more clear. Say if you want to go through income, say revenue. Revenue first, suppose he is not aware what the guidance note says about audit of revenue. He can read this theory. What accounting standard says, construction contract, what it says. We can capture this information over a period of time. AS7 is applicable. AS9, what it says about AS9. ICDS, construction contract, revenue recognition 3 and 4. Correct? All these theory we can capture here in simple forms, either in flowchart manner, flowchart form, or in tabular form, so that one can easily understand. We can have a link to the direct source also, so that if we click the links, he can go to guidance note or accounting standard or ICDS, wherever, if he wants to read into details. Once that is done, he can go through documents requirement. These are the information what he is supposed to gather from the client. obtain sales register and relevant sample invoices, obtain and understand SOP related to sales, obtain cutoff document as at year end, evaluate and identify sales pending for invoices, bills to be made, produce sales reconciliation with GST returns, reconciliation of sales register with sales GL also. So all these documents is supposed to gather. If any specific format is there, I can put it into standard link. Whatever information he gathers, he will put it into file link. Correct? So these are the document he has gathered. After gathering documents, verification he is supposed to do. Go to audit sampling template. He will download this template, put the figures into the required format. Once he put the figures into the required format, the entire table of, this is the buyer format, generally tally format or whatever format is there. This format is available. We have created this format. Once he fill up the figures in this, entire sample will be ready for you based on the, suppose up to 1 lakh, how many invoices are there, exceeding 1 lakh, exceeding 7.5 lakh, exceeding 50 lakhs, how many invoices are there. And based on that, random numbers are also used in this, and sample is created for you. It will give you what total population and what is the sample size you have selected, how much you are auditing from your total population. That is also available in this template. See, over a period of time, you can automate this template to an extent that it will analyze the data for you. It will do gap analysis automatically. Just build in some macros into the template and things are ready for you. So entire sales auditing is done automatically for you then. So that can be done over a period of time. But what happens till now, I'm not saying this is something new. But what used to happen at the chartered accountant, at small and medium sized practitioners' offices, whatever knowledge bank one creates, one works very hard for creating that knowledge bank. But what happens when the team member, relevant team member moves, the relevant team member when it moves, आपको मालूम ही नहीं है कि वो टेम्पलेट या तो वो एक्सेल का फाइल कहाँ सेव किया है, और how to use it, or how to implement it, or whether it is carried forward, or new team member comes, he develops his own method again. So all that things is happening and you are not achieving a standardized, normal standardization. And that's the problem why we are not able to delegate properly, or why one is not able to scale it up. This tool will help to standardize the things in such a manner that year on year, imagine a scenario, this year is file link is available. I am going through all the file links. I am establishing that audit quality is proper or not. Next year, what will happen? I will copy this OneNote. Copy this OneNote and put it into the folder or put it into the site of the next financial year. Correct? I will just change here. File link will be renamed as file link 22-23. I will add one column, file link 23-24. Subsequent year, file link 24-25. Subsequent year, file link 25-26. Just imagine a scenario 3 years down the line. Today, if any audit is taking 100 hours, 3 years down the line, it will not take more than 30 to 40 hours on this. Because entire chain is available. If you want to compare, last year क्या किया था, last year का file link open कर लीजिए. If you want to last year क्या किया था, comparison करना है, things are readily available. How audit has been done in the last year. If you want to understand the basic provisions, Knowledge Bank is already supporting you for that. Regarding notes to accounts, again, what is required in notes to accounts in standard link, over a period of time, the standard link can be developed so that extract from public listed companies also can be given the way we have given in share capital and all that things. When it comes to revenue, what does AS disclosure required? Again, what does Schedule 3 required? Again, a standard template is available. This entire template talks about only revenue. Say what it talks about, Schedule 3. So you have to define in as per Schedule 3, sale of product, sale of services, other operating revenue, sale of product. Again, manufacturing and trading you need to give separately, labor charges, freight insurance, all these things you need to give separate information as per schedule 3. Regarding Caro, no specific thing. Suppose hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So if your article or anyone is going for auditing, he is not capturing ITR data. Here he is going to capture ITR data also. So what is required? कि GST में क्या disclosure किया है? That also you are supposed to give. So the person who is doing routine audit is preparing your ITR, is preparing your final balance sheet. As such. And regarding MRL, again, a standard link can be developed for this and things can be worked on that. This is what actually I wanted to demonstrate about audit documentation with the help of OneNote and Excel. Combining these two tools together, it can give us a miraculous result. It can prove really blessings to our profession, since a lot of documentations are mandatory to be kept over 7 years and all that things, which if our bandwidth do not permit, and if we follow this system, it becomes ready training material to my junior most staff. My junior most staff equip himself with the knowledge. He gets guidance about what documents he is supposed to collect, what steps he is supposed to perform for auditing. कि भाई ऑडिटिंग के लिए आपको क्या करना है, सेल्स रिटर्न वाउचिंग में क्या देखना है, स्पेशल कंसीडरेशंस क्या देखना है रेवेन्यू ऑडिट में, एनालिटिकल प्रोसीजर में कंपैरिजन किस किस चीज का करना है, all that information. Related party transactions he is supposed to. 26A is party wise reconciliation. 26A is party wise reconciliation. Again, format is ready. He just have to capture the data into this, and difference and all that it will come automatically. Huh? So same way for expenses also, various expense also it can be done. Notes to accounts for EPAs, for various ratios, all that things can be done in this fashion, and even for cash flow statement also. Any questions on this? This is what I wanted to share about audit documentation. If any question regarding this session, we can discuss now. If this would have been a physical session, I would have enjoyed much more, but I think this is also a good solution.
Yes, so if anyone has any question, please type in the chat box and maybe we can unmute. Or you can raise your hands.
Yeah, it's about creation of website and all that. I will take you through the next session for that. Sir, these notes are simply word file. OneNote is simple word file. In this word file, simple OneNote file as is similar to Word as such, and in that we have developed certain contents in this simple, and these contents are readily available in accounting standards, and then all that from there we have copy pasted over here. Nothing beyond that we have done. There is no rocket science into this. This is a very simple thing we have done here. Combination of two tools, we are using it simultaneously. But it can work as a software for us. Over a period of time, it can improve the audit efficiencies a big way. It can improve the audit quality. It can reduce audit hours big way. And again, when a team member moves from the organization, the details and the structure is there. It's not moving along with the team member. Today also it is not moving, but we are so busy, suppose, that we are not even knowing where it is there in the system, or we are unable to transfer it to the new team member. But with this standard system, it can be easily transferred to the new team member as well. Yes, such any template one can develop. Is there a template compiling for the query sheet to be shared with the client? It can be developed by no issues. In case where the article has skipped some or other tabs where the data is to be filled, can this show relevant error messages? No, it will not show error. When you go through the file links or anything, when you go through the steps what he has followed, where a senior member or senior person, senior staff reviews the audit, the steps junior person has performed, immediately will come to know that these are the steps the junior person has missed or he has not followed. If we are through with this, then we can go to the next part, that is about best practice management. I'll just take a minute